Salah got some entertaining laser tagging during a football penalty kick. And wait till you watch Neymar's ridiculous penalty kick, which prompted FIFA to prohibit it. First and foremost, this is the most influential missed penalty in Premier League history. Do you remember how much Suarez and Messi laughed after doing this? So here's the scenario. Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about funny penalty moments in football history. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. The fact that this one worked out added to their enthusiasm. The original folks who did this in 2005 were a total failure. Arsenal had achieved their pinnacle. In addition to being the defending league winners, they were difficult to overcome due to their ongoing experimentation. However, they attempted to raise the bar in the 2005 match against Manchester City and looked silly. Thierry Henry was meant to accept the pen that Arsenal had been handed. He then placed the ball down at that spot. The only hitch was that Henry and his buddy Pires had spent the whole week working on a training project. Finally, they can put it into practice. Man, those two had eggs all over their faces. At least attempt to fake a penalty, as my friend Alex Telles did. Alex Telles was a dead ball expert back in Porto. He took penalty kicks for the squad since he was so talented. He's also a left back. Porto was awarded a penalty in their encounter against Martimo. Naturally, Telles agreed to take it. However, the custodian believed he could fool Telles into believing various things. At that time, he upped his intensity. If Telly had the balls, he would have challenged her to chip him. Telly did not want to disintegrate in such a predicament. He was unaware that the goaltender had played him a nasty trick. How painful. This incident frightened Telles so much that he decided to go to Manchester United the following Monday to avoid interacting with that individual again. See, people, Telles may not have chipped him because he did not want to become Romario Bold, the man who came after him. That has to be the worst Panenka kick I've ever seen. It was also embarrassing. His teammates gave him the death gaze. Man, the Panenka is just for the originals. To pull this off, you need a certain level of finesse. Andrea Pirlo enters the scene at this moment. England faces Italy in the 2012 Euros semifinals. Furthermore, the situation was tight. Because the game finished in a 0-0 draw, penalties were administered directly after extra time. Joe Hart, the English custodian, is rather outspoken. Hart decided to rob Pirlo of momentum just as he was about to put the ball down. After a few mind games, Pirlo had none of it and chose to accept a steep payout. Half an hour later, France got a pen. Zidane was going to take it, of course. You won't expect him to go overboard, considering the circumstances, will you? But you'd be wrong. I warned you that this man had enormous balls. Whoa, it's more complicated to top that. What's more ludicrous than a Panenka penalty? A non-looking one. Not one glance, pass, shoot, or pen. Incredible. Kramaric could have been lucky to get this one through. Even before he scored 2 goals, he was already celebrating. In football, you rarely do it. The next goaltender would learn the hard way. The person receiving the kick then hits the bar. The custodian starts to smile in his way. The ball then spins around to enter. It isn't even scriptable. The repercussions are harsh, but if you cross the line, you may rejoice as you choose. Similar to these Kenyan men. When Evan visited Kenya in 2018, they played a friendly match against the Kariobangi Sharks, a local club. Salah used his spot kick to play laser tag with them a few months ago. Salah was representing Egypt in a World Cup qualifying match against Senegal. When the game came down to penalties, and it was Salah's time, the Senegalese fans thought it was better to compel Salah to play a game instead. Green laser identifying tags. You are it, Salah. He fired over and missed the target. That was not good, however, probably not to the same degree as Messi's 2015 meme creation. Barcelona was on the road, facing Manchester City in the Champions League. Finished the last few minutes. Barca received a pen from the referee. At that moment, the score was 2-1. He went slipping at the most inconvenient time. The Champions League final of 2008. Manchester United versus Chelsea. As the game went to a penalty shootout, Terry stepped up to take the kick, enabling Chelsea to win the game and the Champions League for the first time. And as several of his colleagues were already celebrating, Terry pulled off a Giroud long before it became cool. Captain Slippin's last kick, huh? JT needs additional stuff. Guys like Van Dijk were humiliating goaltenders and making high-stakes penalties count. Straight penalty kicks decided the 2022 Carabao Cup final after 180 minutes of goalless play. These boys wanted to have everything. Everyone proceeded to score as a consequence. However, Kepa, the Chelsea custodian, had an outlandish idea. When it was time for him to go, he tried to postpone Virgil van Dijk. As a result, he went far to the side and presented Van Dijk with the ultimate challenge. Play his kick in that area rather than standing in the center, as ordinary goalies do. Was it correct? This man is far better than Rene Higuita. Not at all. Man, I've seen a lot of crazy penalty occurrences throughout the years. However, nothing beats Neymar's spectacular move, which annihilated keepers around Brazil. Neymar is one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen. The guy was having fun dribbling and running over opponents. Neymar terrified the lead with one ability, his penalty kick attempts. You see, Neymar departed from the traditional strategy adopted by ballers throughout the globe. The dude was special. The goalkeepers were powerless to resist. They are continually looking for the ultimate trick shot. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.